winners semifinals in CRL East Qualifier #1. St. Clair College versus Fisher College. 5 seconds in, Ramen finding the back of the net. These are two excellent teams. Fisher, they had a very deep CRL run last semester. This is one of the best collegiate Rocket League teams. St. Clair, though, will be the ones to draw first blood just moments after kickoff.
Ramen with a tap to himself as well off of that backboard. Sosa and Money in net there, unable to make that save. Kinsey is going to be the third one on that Fisher roster to round it out, and a ball dangling in front of that St. Clair net, but no Fisher player be able to finish that one off. Still keeping this pressure going. Ramen's able to catch it in the air there, but a long time in the Saints zone there as it finally.
Yeah, Saints trying to threaten once again. The second shot, Ramen once again tried and true. Christian gonna be there with the assist. Nice little pitch off the wall there. Fisher just maybe couldn't get a read off that corner shot. Sosa couldn't quite get to that ball. And Ramen not gonna make any mistakes. That's gonna be a 2-0 lead. I think we talked about it earlier too. This is now best of 5 territory, being winner semi. So the first game not gonna be quite as much as those best of 3s, but obviously better to start ahead than have to play catch up later on.
Nonetheless, you know, it's goals on the board here in game 1. It's an explosive start. Gonna leave Fisher College, you know, second guessing for a little bit here, as expect them being such a prestigious team here, such a solid contender, that they're gonna come in just as explosive. But currently it's the Saints that take the lead. Fisher, they've had their fair share of opportunities here. You just saw Kinsey try to get into the net there, unable to really finish that one off, but you see the opportunities, you can see exactly why this roster is pretty feared here in the CRL.
Yeah, even the 2 times they've had it in that blue zone, they've gotten pretty decent chances. They've gotten the ball close to crossing that goal line. Just haven't broken through once again. Shot up the backboard. Second touch going to be good. And Kinsey is going to find that first one for Fisher. They're going to find themselves on the board. Just took a little bit longer than maybe they were hoping, but they had lots of time to get back. They are right back in this game now. That goal deficit now only sitting at 1.
Find me a Rocket League roster where one of their players doesn't have a demon slayer profile. I guarantee you it's impossible here.
Impossible challenge.
Yeah, the impossible challenge. Fisher College brings it back with 1. Sosa trying to find a tap similar to Ramen's first goal, just to themselves, unable to find that one. Spoods with the demo. Give a little bit of time here for the Saints, the third player back up. Money now to find this air dribble, bring it into Saints zone. Kinsey to knock that one backboard there, and sure, could set something up here. Sosa to the post, but not going to be followed up on. Still in the Saints zone.
Yeah, you can see how well coordinated both of these teams are. Fisher cycling the ball beautifully, finding chance after chance with the rebounds. Now the Saints trying to go back the other way. Ramen looking to try to find that bump to get that net cleared out. Now Christian into this 2v1. He's got to try to make a read off that left post. Will the second touch be good? It's going to go above that net. Fisher still trying to threat, still cycling this ball against the post. The Saints are trying their best to get this thing out. It's still hovering in that danger zone, though. They're seeing if they can find that second, that third touch. Not going to be good, at least for the moment. The Saints going to walk away unscathed on that possession.
25 seconds of straight shots and pressure there from Fisher, saved by the Saints. Now able to kind of reset that possession, although Money coming straight back in from the skies, followed up by Kinsey. A great tap from, I believe that was Christian, in the air there to keep that one out of the net for the Saints. Now Ramen here to play some defense, but Kinsey keeps sending it high for the team.
Yeah, I will say the amount of pressure that Fisher has had in this Saints zone would concern me just a little bit. The amount of shots they're taking on that net, sometimes that ball, you can just be too overwhelming. You get caught out of position, especially when that ball is just hanging above the crease. You're waiting for someone to go make that play. The ball, though, not going to have to go in the air that time. Kinsey going to be good for their second goal of the game. Now we have a 2-2 ball game, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Look at how this ball is always perfectly in position for that next player. Passes from the walls out of the corners, just perfectly timed by Fisher here, and you can see the pressure keeps going, right? The amount of shots already taken, you see 6 shots here from Kinsey. Saints, I mean, when there's that many shots on the board, you're not going to be able to save all of them, especially when they're, you know, followed up from pass after rebound here from Fisher, just an unrelenting pressure.
Well, especially when one person has 6 shots. I think I saw Sosa had 4, so Fisher's at double-digit shots already. We still have a minute and a half to play, so they were finding an amplitude of chances. That's why I was saying you have to get off that back foot if you're St. Clair. They had that very, very hot start, 2 kind of one-off goals. Didn't really have that possession game working in their favor, so to speak. That is a beautiful second touch by Money. Not going to find the back of the net, though. Saints Gotta try to get something going back the other way. They gotta try to find some offensive zone time, get a chance or two, try to get themselves back in the game.
Money, great clear off of the Spoons' nose there on the car. A nice demo from Christian. Little time for this clear, but it's right back to Money, and Money is just always going to be that player to send it up to Kinsey or Sosa there. Try and find these shots, try and find this goal, the one that is going to bring Fisher to their lead here. 50 seconds left. This is anyone's game, Tobin. Shot's not going to be good. Saved by Money.
Robin, nice little shot though. Good save once again. Christian seeing if he can find anything down the middle there. Sosa gonna kick that one away. Now Fisher, can they get something going on this counterattack? The pass is gonna be good to the middle. Can they find the touch? The touch is there, but the save is even better. That ball's gonna careen back to that opposite side. Saints are gonna finally dump this ball into the corner. Are they gonna be able to do anything with it though is the question. Fisher, every time the ball gets across that midline, they just find a way to dump it out, get those passing plays going. Seemingly seconds later, Money already working in this corner, seeing if he can find anything. The Saints a little bit stacked up on top of each other. They will find the clear though. 11 seconds left in regulation. Maybe one or two more chances for the rest of this regulation. Fisher trying to make something out of it. Saints gonna knock that ball toward the midline. That ball's up just above in this Saints zone. So hopefully the Saints are gonna be praying this ball touches down. Otherwise it could be trouble. Looks like it will do just that. And game one, we are already off to overtime.
That's a tough position to be in right at the end there when the ball is just being dribbled right in front of your net. You never know. Is it going to touch the ground? Is it going to be followed up on for a shot? Spoons comes in with it, finds that third goal, finds the overtime goal. And St. Clair College, after an early lead and a comeback from Fisher, they're going to find game one here. But keep in mind, we're in best of five territory now. The series nowhere close to done just yet. But Saints are going to cap off game one with a win.
Yeah, and to get a goal in that fashion at the end, too, has got to feel so good for St. Clair. They just cycle the ball beautifully, ramen off the backboard. Spoons there to finish things off. Christian played so soundly the entire game. They do end up knocking off Fisher in game one, but like you said, 5-game series, they will not be sitting on match point. They have a lot more work to do. We saw how deadly Fisher was. I mean, it was 16 shots to 5, and they lost.
It's
jarring.
Tough, but nonetheless, I mean, it just shows how solid Fisher's pressure is and the amount of times that they're able to get these quality shots onto net just over and over again and keep the rebounds going. I think the rebounds was a big one.
Yeah.
Being able to catch your own rebounds just essentially gives you another shot.
Yeah, exactly. Being able to make a read on that ball, you can set yourself up, maybe find that extra 1 or 2 plays, that extra shot you're looking for. And in Rocket League, especially as we get deeper into this bracket, a lot of these games are probably going to be 1-goal games, or 1 or 2 plays will end up making all the difference in the world. Now the Saints, they do have this 1-0 lead. Are they going to be able to snowball it? Though they have to come out. You want to make sure you play safe, but I wouldn't take game one as the formula for the rest of the series. They took a lot of shots from Fisher, and I feel like they're not going to win a whole lot more games getting outshot 16-5 like that.
Yeah, really. It's going to come down to trying to find a lead like that and just shutting down these shots, or maybe just trying to find even like 1 or 2 more of your own good opportunities there for the Saints. Meanwhile, Fisher, I mean, you get 1 or 2 of those shots to land during one of these barrages, and you find yourself with a very, very easy game.
Yeah, the Saints are going to make a lot of saves. Last game kept a lot of really close goals out of that goal, but it seems like they have in store for Dave. Christian in an early save. Fisher trying to get something going into this blue zone over the skies. Could be that second touch. Money be the one to play that ball off that backboard. That's a great little back tap from Fisher. The angle going to be good, but Christian is going to be there for the save. This ball still in a very dangerous position. Those Spoons next man up to try to knock this one out of here. Kinsey going to be the one to try to cycle this one through. Second touch by Sosa going to be able to do on this wall. Christian or Ramen rather going to be the first one to touch. Now Christian going to go airborne. 13 boosts left. Can he make a play? Going to have a great shot on net. That's going to be denied though. Still a 0-0 ball game, just under a minute in here.
Shot goes straight down towards Kinsey. Christian for the save off of Sosa, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Every single time there's a shot, whether it's saved or whether it's just off the backboard, what have you, it's Sosa or Kinsey able to just grab that ball once again, and how Money in with the shot. Christian right in the crease there to make that save. A minute goes by, nobody to break this threshold just yet. Slower game here than
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. I think as we get longer and longer in this series, once we just get one of those games where every single ball seems to find the back of the net, I think we're going to see a lot of these teams trying to make reads, not really trying anything too risky, trying to play within themselves. Oh, what a chance at the net for Fisher. Ramen, though, going to get that demo, and Spoods shutting the door with that save money. Has done such a good job just being a pest in this Saint zone, keeping possession as long as possible, trying to supplement these other two players now. He's going to take to the air, trying to see what he can muster up there. Only 7 moves to go left. Not able to find too much to save, just trying to get this ball out to alleviate some of the pressure.
The setup for Kinsey there. He's actually going to pop it over Christian, but Ramen, the one to clear that one out. Back over to Money, though. And Money has been great at setting up perfect clears for... It's been Money, clear it out into the Saints corner. Sosa takes it into the Saints corner, tries to set it up for Kinsey down the middle. That seems to be like kind of Fisher's main game plan when they take this ball into the Saints zone. But sometimes you've got Money taking it to the skies like that. Sosa, clean one off the post though. The angle just barely far to the right there. He followed up on Money off the backboard. Boots is going to be the one to try and clear this one out.
Yeah, that shot was so close to finding the back of the net. And I said it a couple seconds ago as well. If the Saints really want to have a chance to get a goal and get off their back foot here, they cannot let Fisher light them up on the defensive end like this. They have to find some way to use this counterattack, channel that aggression from Fisher, try to get them off guard, try to catch them slipping. They're going to make a good read on that one, though. Ramen not going to be the first one there. Sosa trying to play this one out of the corner. The net's going to be pretty vacant. Crossbar and down, though. Save not even needing to be made. Fisher all over the target right now. Post, crossbar, left and right. Can't find that first goal. St. Clair, they get it cleared for just a moment, but Fisher once again right back into this blue zone, picking up where they left off.
Don't get me wrong, Saints have been doing a great job of meeting Fisher in a lot of these areas, just whether it be in the air, in the corner, and stopping a lot of these rebounds from being taken this game. However, Fisher comes so close in so many of these situations, and you know, you find an angle a couple pixels to the left there and you find yourself a goal. Fisher College to these teams so close. Ramen down the middle is popped up by Sosa, and now back into the possession of Fisher College, up in the air from Money. Dudes, the one in the corner, sends it out towards the middle. There's nothing really to land here from the Saints. Haven't been able to get the same kind of shot opportunities, but at the same time, keeping it as donuts on the scoreboard.
Yeah, only 60 seconds to play. Still, either one of these teams able to break through. Fisher, I swear, they probably have to be at another 6, 7, 8 shots potentially at this point. The Saints, they've had a couple decent one-off chances, and there it's going to be the first goal of this game. Kinsey picked up where they left off last game. They're going to score that first goal, open things up for Fisher. Under a minute to play. That is a massive goal. We see some work getting done in that crease as well. Christian getting bumped off the spot there. Now, can the Saints find the answer? Fisher, just 54 seconds of beginning of this series.
I mean, after 4 minutes of shot after shot after shot, it was bound to give eventually. Fisher College finds their goal. Can they make it a second? Sosa, a little bit far to the left there, but great opportunity nonetheless. And now you're 1 goal up. All you have to do is shut down St. Clair for 35 more seconds. Make that ball touch the ground. But Fisher College could come away with the lowest scoring game we've seen thus far today. Sosa not going to be able to find that drop from the skies there as Money tries to keep this ball just away from the Fisher net as much as possible. That's, you can tell that's their goal here. Just don't let St. Clair get into the position where they can find a goal here. It seems like it's going to work out pretty well as 5 seconds. Game starting to run away. Ramen tries to go in for this solo play. The double
he's going to get it!
1-1! 1 second left on the clock.
Oh my goodness, Ramen. The game was dead and gone. We were getting our obituary ready for game 3 to start. Ramen, though, the extra push from Money, it looked like that ball finds the back of the net. 1 second left into game 2. And for the second straight match, we are heading off to overtime. The Saints, 1 second left on the clock. They steal that one away. Keep it alive at least. Now, though, can they close out this game and win it in overtime?
That's going to be the question. Christian tries to set it up towards Spoods there. Spoods just going to be forced to clear this one out. Sosa on the chase, however. Christian ready to send this one towards mid, but Insay's got other plans as he tries to take this ball over towards Sosa. Sosa down the middle. It's off the backboard, though.
Oh, danger.
Up to Spoods, cleared out. As long as you can keep this away from that Saints net, Saints can be in a good position here after saving the game in the last second.
They have to be stressing when all three members. That's a great shot, that spike. Spoods, though, ready, makes that save, keeps this game alive, keeps the dream of that 2-0 start alive as well. Christian trying to get something going in that offensive end, didn't have any help for the moment. Ramen, ball is going to go over to, it looks like Buddy there, trying to find the spike down. Once again, the pass across. Fisher, they do such a good job of getting that ball to the right spot every single time. Look at Christian has 6 saves. Spoods has 4 saves. They've been lighting up this Saints net once again. We are still even on the scorecards, though. And it ends into overtime now. Still either one of these teams looking to break through.
Fisher gets some crazy chances once again, all off the back of their setups there, but Saints also had a pretty even amount of time in this zone. Less shots on net for sure, but still have the time there to put the pressure on, keep it away from that net. But now we're not running against the clock here. It's just whoever finds this goal, Saints have to find another opening, and it was a desperation play from Ramen to save them, but you know, now that you're even, you want to go back to these solid plays, team plays. You can't be relying on a solo goal like that. Fisher hasn't been able to set up either crazy shots in the last few seconds here. Christian on the save. It's off the crossbar. Christian there just in time.
So many close calls for Fisher. They have had, I swear, 9-10 scoring chances. Still only that one goal to show. They have a 2-on-1 here in the blue zone. Pass across the crease, gonna be good. Second touch, not gonna be found. Christian clearing that one out just for the moment. Spoods waiting in the wings to Christian. Now gonna try to go airborne. Gonna be stopped up by Kinsey. The follow's gonna be good. The shot's on target, but the save is made as well. Sosa keeping this game alive. Ramen not gonna make it to that ball. Saints still trying to hold serve in this offensive zone. Christian seeing what he can cook up. He's got Spoods on the backside there. The second touch is gonna be good, but Sosa was there for the defense as well. Now he's going to try to start this counterattack. Doesn't have a lot of boost to play with, though. Spoods going to kick that one off to that far side. Going to get his own pass as well. Ball hanging above this midline. 2:50 into overtime and still waiting for a goal until now. Sosa at the 2:47 mark of overtime in Game 2 will close things out for Fisher. We will have a 1-1 series heading into Game 3.
Gotta love Sosa there. He's going to finish that one off. 2-1 Fisher College. Now, still in this series, taking it right back to St. Clair after Game 1 there, after just barely falling in Game 1. These players are going to be getting right back into it. And that's what I was talking about. Like, this is a best of 5. Now we're here in a 1-1 situation. Both these teams straight back to even, and we've got, theoretically, 3 more games of Rocket League here to play.
Remember when I said they wouldn't probably win another game? They got outshot 16-5. They got outshot 19-5 this time and still almost pulled off the game somehow. That buzzer beater goal by Ramen kept the game alive, but Fisher outplayed them 90% of that game. Just the Saints had those 2 flashes to keep that game going. But Sosa eventually able to close things out. And as I said, that best of 5, that's why you take that feel out game. You don't have to panic. You just got to settle in. Play your game. Fisher has played a phenomenal 2 games. I mean, they both went to overtime, so theoretically, this could be 2-0 one way, 2-0 the other way, but it sits dead even at ones now, though. Now we've had a couple games under our belt. Now we get to see how this series plays out the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Saints were just outmatched by Fisher that game, right? They clearly have an idea of how to deal with this pressure, and they're making these saves, right? But the thing is, they can't find the quality shots themselves. That's just been the big issue. It's been a lot of just clearing out of this orange zone from Fisher, and Saints have had a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, you can't give up 19 shots. Like 4 shots a minute is insane in Rocket League. 19 shots, I don't care how good your team. I think they made 12 saves last game too, but I don't think that's a sustainable way to play against a team like Fisher as well. They get quality chances. Like the quantity is there, obviously, but they're usually very high quality. So some of these are going to find the back of the net sooner or later, whether it's through luck, whether timing something goes right for one team or the other. They're going to end up finding these goals eventually. The Saints, so like you said, can they consistently find the answers on offense?
Yeah, consistency is going to be key. Yes, Ramen tries to save the game, and he does bring them to overtime, but then once you're in the overtime, you're back to that almost 0-0 deadlock, and you're just back to trying to save this barrage of shots from Fisher. It's not sustainable, like you said, and something needs to change for the rest of this series if the Saints really want to try and bring this one out, find that game 2, find that game 3.
It seems like we're going to have another, so far at least, low-scoring game. High action, but low-scoring. A lot of shots, a lot of stuff going on, but just the net being, you know, battened up pretty good by both of these squads. Solid defensively, haven't really made any massive mistakes, no critical errors that have resulted in goals, no bad rotations, no real double commits to speak of. Fisher, though, trying to find that double touch. The pass is going to be good. That second little touch from Robin, just enough to dissuade that push. And then Christian going to get a piece of it on the backside of that net there. Still fighting away with money in this corner. QL still digging away. Now Rahman going to make that save. Try to cycle this one out finally, but Fisher still finding new ways to keep this ball in the zone.
Now Sosa burns all the boost there, but keeps that right towards the middle, right where the money shots can be made. Bounces over Spoods on the defense. Christian getting right in there, contests that ball. Kinsey out towards the middle, followed up by Sosa, bounces over all three defenders, and Fisher College has found the first goal of Game 3.
Yeah, and that's also one of the bad parts about getting pressured in your end so long. You have no way to go out and get any of that boost. Rahman had zero boost, physically could not make a play on that ball if he wanted to. You just get trapped in that net for so long, especially when they're finding shots. It's not like you're playing in the defensive zone. You're basically playing in the net the entire time, getting boost starved out, shot after shot, still raining your way. Demo going to be found, and Sosa finding another shot at the net right away. So Fisher, you can tell they maybe found what they like, but that's going to be a good shot the other way. Not going to find the back of the net. Still going to be that 1-0.
Yeah, truthfully, I think this lead is going to last for a long while in this game. We've seen it, both of these teams, you know, don't want to let the goal in for a few minutes there, as always just time.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Finding the one goal, usually these teams are going to score probably 1 or 2 goals. It's a consistency, and Spoods, though, what a pass over the middle. Picture perfect. Going to thread the needle, find the angle. Sosa trying to play that one out. Christian, though, what a pass, and Spoods reading it like a book. All 2s on the clock, 1 tied up in the score column, though.
Yeah, as a defender, I don't know if you can even be prepared for the speed of that pass that just came off from Christian. Like, that's one where you got to be in free position to make that save. Kinsey takes it all the way down the middle, off the crossbar. Good enough for a follow-up, but Boost is able to take it out to the corner, refill that boost as well, make an aerial play here. Christian to follow up, bounces towards this net, but it's a little further out to the corner. Spoods good for a second there, 2 for 2 in the game here. St. Clair College has ran away with a lead in about 20 seconds. I need to stop making comments about how long these goals are going to be apart. Like, every single time.
The second you said it, 2 goals in 30 seconds.
No, literally.
Both of these teams, so you can see how evenly matched, and you can see pressure works wonders. The Saints, they get 15, 20 seconds of zone time. They immediately make amends with it. Spoods, you mentioned it too. He made such a good play to cycle that ball, and cycle the ball is what Fisher just does so well as well. They find that goal right back the other way. Money with a great setup there. 3 Saints caught looking sideways. That pass, or that shot rather, slotted into that right corner. And just as Josh said, we would probably see a 1-0 lead. The game is now 2-2 mere seconds later.
I think it was 40 seconds since I made that comment
So
there, but I mean, I think the Saints, after their second goal there, they got a little too comfortable on the kickoff, and Fisher said, we're gonna hit the gas pedal there, literally and metaphorically, as they just find that second goal, tie it up there. Sosa keeps this pressure rolling. Kinsey out towards the middle. Money and keep it in this zone here. The ball in their possession, out to the corner. Right there, boost refilled. Kinsey to the skies, off the backboard. Christian with a good little tap there. Keep it from finding that prime angle. Kinsey can't finish that one off on the flip either, but look how much time has been stuck in Saints zone here. A goal. They're gonna crack eventually. It happens if the shots are gonna keep coming. There it is. Kinsey completely follow that one up perfectly. Look at it, just waiting. Like you said, it's every time these shots come through, eventually those Saints are going to run out of boost, so they're just going to be out of position. You can only rotate towards that goal so much, and Fisher College able with that third goal now, up 1 minute left in the game here, looking to take game 2. Money with a goal there, well, Spoods with a goal there, but Fisher with 4 here. Looking very, very close to taking game 2 here.
Yeah, that when it was 3-2, it was still, you're still feeling pretty good. That one is just a punch right to the gut. The Saints now, they have to score 2 goals in the last minute when they had struggled to find the scoreboard in that game 1. and then even game 2 to some degree as well, or game 3 rather. They have to make something happen and make it happen quick. Now, being down 3-2 with 1 minute, you have lots of time to get setup plays, kind of get the look you want, maybe make a couple reads. You know, you don't have to play that super rush panic game. Now down 2 goals against a team of this quality, make that 5-2. 40 seconds left, and just as we talked about the comeback trail, game 4 looking more and more like the possibility for St. Clair to move forward.
Fisher College, the floodgates have opened for some goals here. 3 in a row now. No signs of stopping. 40 seconds left on the clock here. Off the kickoff, you see Kinsey already ready for another setup. Pass it back to himself. It's going to go up off the defender there. Scoots to follow up on it, but still in this zone. Money. All of these players just setup after shot after shot, and St. Clair, after 2 games, now moving into the 3rd, have finally broken from the pressure. These shots just rolling in there off of the defenders. St. Clair, very, very tough game of 3 to end it off, but you got to look towards that next game. Fisher College going to be up 2-1 in the series after this timer runs its course.
Yeah, the dam finally broken. St. Clair getting flooded right now in this game 3. But as you said, you can just look to game 4 at this point. Game 3 up to like a minute 20 left in the game. It was basically a tie game. They had the lead for a quick little cup of coffee there as well. But Fisher come out. They dominate this last 60 seconds of game 3. But St. Clair now going to be down 2-1 going into game 4, trying to tie up this series, keep their winner bracket run alive, and we're going to get 1 more goal from Money for good measure. That'll be 7-2 for Fisher to close things off. St. Clair, though, with 4-2, 7-2, honestly, at that point, not going to make a difference to them one way or the other. They're still going to be down 2-1.
That hat trick to come through for Money in the end there. I believe there was either another hat trick on the board or 2 goals apiece there from
players. Money's got
2 goals
3,
apiece from Sosa and Kinsey there, but the hat trick secured for Money in the last second. And now moving into the rest of the series, Saints still got games to work with, but now they're in that backs up against the wall, not necessarily reverse sweep situation, but still 2 games in a row they got to find here.
Yeah, they're still being outshot 4-1 over these first 3 games. They have to find some way to either get the offense going to help minimize the chances taken against them, or just find some way to win out these battles in the corner. Maybe go for demos, maybe try to target Kinsey over the middle, try to break up some of these passes. Maybe you can catch them on that counterattack on some kind of scuffed rotation. But Fisher, they have been basically W-keying the Saints in their own zone, as you said, just raining down shots left, right, and center, basically hitting them with that artillery, and the Saints have not found the answer to that just quite yet.
And, I mean, they have to find that answer this game, because other than that, they're going to find themselves in that loser's bracket if these games keep going like this. If these shots keep being taken is the main thing. They need to shut down these shots.
Yeah.
Barrage of shots that come through sometimes. Fisher relenting pressure and not be stopped sometimes, but now part of the game here. The chance, we're back to that 0-0. Slate has been wiped clean. St. Clair try to find some early goals here, try to find some kind of lead, force Fisher into a disadvantageous position.
Yeah, Christian, maybe trying to get something going here. We're going to see a demo in the net as well, or a bump rather, and Christian going to be able to solo that one right down Main Street. Beautiful job by the Saints to link up there. Just going to make a play on that ball. Rahman going to be that threatening presence in the net, at least to get Kinsey's eyes taken off the ball for maybe that quarter second by Christian. That space he was looking for. And the Saints, once again, they're going to be off to an early lead, but so much time left in this game. Now this is when you start to look for 2, look for 3. You want to really try to get ahead of Fisher nice and early. Oh, that is a beautiful save by Money as well, potentially saving a goal.
Saints this game have said, all right, we're going to be the ones to take the shots this game here. Keep that pressure going. Demo comes through from Spoot. Sosa, a great bump off of Rahman there. Not going to let him take that shot now. 3 players back up for Fisher, but cleared out from Christian. Money right on his tail. Not really able to set up anything there, but out towards the middle. It's going to be saved from Money. In the zone there by Spoot, but passed out towards Sosa. In the end, air dribble comes through. It's going to be knocked up from Rahman off the backboard. No one to follow up there from Fisher. Money keeping it in play for as long as possible. Fisher trying to get their bearings once again with these shots.
Yeah, Money's work in the corners this series cannot be understated at all. He has been so strong. Sosa going to be the one to score that goal. Great pass over the middle. Fisher, they were starting to kind of find their footing in that offensive zone. They're finally able to turn that ball over, pass across between all three Saints members there. And now, once again, we have a locked-up ball game.
1-1 here, and so much more action in this game with barely any time passed here. Just about to hit a minute 30, and we're already 2 goals in with shots from both teams this time. This is the main thing. Saints getting their shots in finally at the beginning of this game and not letting the shot count run away from them. But quality is going to be key too on these shots. Try to get as many air setups as you can. Drops down towards the ground. Pushing that one into Saints end. I'm waiting for that Fisher player to
that's why
fly right
off
down
screen.
the
Yeah, exactly. That's so good. It's like it looks like the shot might not be there, and then all of a sudden they have a tic-tac-toe pass. Somebody is flying in off screen trying to find that shot on net. Demo going to be good on Spoots, and the ball being in that blue zone. It's very strong for Fisher, unless the Saints maybe get a piece here. They're going to get just a little bit. Still not going to be enough to get that ball out of the zone. No Money. Seeing what he can pick up. Spoon's going to get that one away there. Going to be a tough play, but that's going to be a great job by Ramen to stay strong, stay solid, make that save, keep this game tied up.
That clear is huge. That just gave that like 2-3 second breather to get a little bit more boost and get these defenders back and up from those demos. Now Saints sort of have their footing back once again and been able to get this ball into Fisher's zone. Christian, the one to try and keep it here, but Sosa, other plans for that. Going to be clear here. Smooth's actually going to weave over 2 defenders there, but it's Insei to be the one to lock that one down on the defensive side. Now Saints keeping these shots going, but none to really land towards these net. Just a lot into the corner, a lot of back and forth ping pong here from both teams. Christian, one of these teams is going to crack eventually.
Yeah, that bump by Buddy was so good. Fisher, such a smart team. The Saints, they've had a couple great chances, a couple beautiful setup plays that look like the pass is going to be perfect. And Fisher, they know exactly where that ball is going to be, when it is going to get there. They're making great plays before the Saints can really get going. But from all that trying, it is still a 1-1 game. Kinsey with a flip reset, see if they can get deep in this zone. Find that second touch. It's going to be their Sosa. Can he find the touch off that backboard? Going to be a third touch, maybe. Ball is going to be safe for just a moment here. Saints still in danger, though. That ball back and forth off this backboard, off this crossbar. Still trying to find any form of clearance. There's Spoots not going to find the touch he was looking for. Ramen going to be the next man up. Money trying to cycle that one to the middle. Sosa's going to find a good shot. Money still circling in the wings here. Spoots finally going to get some clearance by the Saints. At least a couple seconds to breathe here. Being so trapped in that zone for so long, just going to spell disaster sooner than later.
I would love to get a rebound counter from Fisher here. I mean, the amount of shots that just found themselves off the backboard there and then back into a member of Fisher's car, and Sosa there to break the tie. 2-1 now, 48 seconds. Sosa finds that one right off this angle, and then you just see that player flying in.
Yeah, Christian had the right read, just didn't have the speed there to get there in time. Sosa, as we talked about it 1 minute ago, they come flying in off screen. The pass comes from kind of out of nowhere. The ball gets played a certain way, and all of a sudden you have Sosa coming in over that middle area, picking that corner. Christian tried his best, but as we said, it's so hard to read a ball going that quickly, especially when it's right in your face in that crease. But they still have 35 seconds to make something happen. The pass is going to be a little bit too strong for Ramen. He's going to try to find this back tap, going to be cycled out there by Money. Fisher, the clock is their best friend right now. They just have to kill this last little bit of time, keep that winner's bracket run afloat. The Saints, they have to dig deep and find it now or never. Spoots trying to go off the backboard here. Second touch is going to be good. Christian going to be there. Can the third member find it? They will. Ramen, all 3 members touching the ball on that play, all getting involved. And Josh, are we going to have a third overtime potentially?
This series is not over yet is all I'm saying, Jobin.
That's all you're saying?
I'm
saying there's a chance.
I refuse to say there will or will not be an overtime because whatever I say
for
is
legal
going to be
reasons.
the opposite there. Yeah, for legal reasons before either of these teams comes at me with lawyers after.
Yeah. Both of these teams, though, 5 seconds to overtime. Fisher looking to get one more crack here, maybe, but looks like they might just concede this one away. Overtime for the 3rd time. We shall go. Fisher on that golden goal situation to continue that winner's bracket run. St. Clair, it's lose and move down. You have to try to find it now. Shot early on for Sosa. Not going to find the mark. Ball cleared back into that Fisher end.
clear out money in the air with this ball. His nose there, puts down to Sosa. Ramen to really get in, are contesting these balls over towards that half. I should say, out to the corner. It's Ramen to take it. Spoods is set up for a follow-up here, but Money just gonna tap it right out of Ramen in the air. Towards Spoods to Christian. The 1-2-3, not gonna be finished off by Christian, just barely. Gonna miss that pass now. Fisher College on the attack. Sosa puts that ball over towards Money. Money sets up towards the middle. Kinsey to come flying in off the post. Are they gonna find it? Kinsey for the second touch. Kinsey finishes off the series. Fisher College punching their way to winners finals. St. Clair.
Both posts. Oh
yeah,
my.
both posts.
Oh. Right post, left post, right onto the nose of Kinsey. Right place, right time, right read. And the Fisher Falcons take down St. Clair 3-1. We got to see 3 matches go to overtime. Every single game besides the one that we will not speak of was a 1-goal game, especially considering it went to overtime. The Falcons, though, just outshot the Saints way too often the first couple games there. The Saints played so well. And I mean, 3 overtimes, you are literally 3 moments away from that series being 3-1 the other way.
Yeah, that's how overtime shakes out. In the end, it's the way she goes in these open qualifiers. Fisher College to take that win in the first best of 5 of the day. We will be back after a short little break to follow up with the Saints run through the dreaded losers bracket, but they're going to have to make that run today, and we will be back right with you when we lock in our opponents here.